Afternoon.
How do we? All right.
The weather's better than we thought it was going to be, isn't it?
Shh, don't tell the weather.
Eagerly awaiting Storm Kiara to arrive.
Okay, so what have we got this week then?
So this week is our final trip on the River Trent.
For 2023.
Yes.
Clarify that.
With our new blacking.
Okay. Not going down that road. So, what have you been up to? We've done the Trent. Go on then. Spill the beans.
So yeah, we had a busy day, didn't we?
Just slightly.
Took a long time to do a short distance, which is all good in boat life, but when you're trying to beat a closing lock, it can be a bit challenging.
Challenging closing locks. Back in close locks all the time. But hey, that's a different story.
So yes, join us for the trip and we'll see you at the end.
Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and Tash and them and everybody else. The other side.
It's a beautiful sunny start to the day here at Sheet Stores. After all the rain overnight, I've been on the CRT website this morning, checked the river levels, which are all still in the green, which is good. So we're going to head out backwards onto the canal, down to Trent Lock, fill the water tank up so we can put the washing machine on, and then head across the short section of the Trent to Sawley and then on to Shardlow. Hopefully not being too paranoid about scratching our lovely new blacking. Whitby out of the water, having her bottom done now. Makes our boat look tiny when she's next to a 70-footer. Heading down now towards the water point and Trent Lock on a beautiful autumnal morning. Hopefully many more of these to come. We had run our fuel and water tanks down as low as we could before we came out of the water for blacking to make the boat a little bit lighter. So we've just stopped at the water point above Trent Lock. As you can see, we're filling the water tank, and if we go down to the back, we had a 20-litre jerry can of diesel that we'd made sure we had in the front of the boat, and so Paul's just using our electric pump to just put that 20 litres into the tank so that we're sure we've got enough for getting us back to Shobnall Marina, where we can then fill with diesel again.
Using our water-friendly eco-cleaning products.
Using our minimal washing up liquid. Give the boat a bit of a clean because she's a bit dusty after being sat in the yard for a week. So I've had to obviously blank all their faces out, but we've got a group of very excited school children watching us go down through Trent Lock today. It is a hive of activity here at Trent Lock this morning. We've got one of the volunteers cutting the grass, and there's also the water rescue team vans are parked up on the side just over there. So hopefully as we go out onto the river, we're going to be able to see them doing some training. Paul did see their tenders earlier, so hopefully we'll get to see them as well. There is a bit of a flow on the river today, so we might have a bit of a tilt on the boat as we go out as well. So wait and see what happens.
So we've come out of the Error Wash.
It's a bit breezy.
And what we do have is the water rescue unit on site. Not because of Tash's boating, before you say it. Yeah? They're just on a training day. So there you go. That's Trent Lock and Derbyshire Water Rescue Unit. The moorings, the visitor moorings at Trent Lock. The pub will come into view just behind these boats that are moored up on the visitor moorings. And it's a nice meal in there, isn't it? We've been in Trent Lock pub. So, onwards and upwards the Trent. Yeah, but you'll wind through because she's got blacking, smooth blacking on. So we've got about 2 miles going up the Trent. We get to Sawley Locks, and then, as you can see, the bow wave shows the fact we're having to work. Sawley Lock's about 2 miles away, and hopefully there'll be a lock keeper on, so we'll be able to get up that, so we don't have to work it, although it's a push button and a key job. And then we'll go through Sawley Floodlock, and then on to Derwentmouth Water Lock, and into Shardlow. Oh yeah, we've got a new bush on. Lou will be happy about that.
Yeah.
She won't tell me off now.
I'm happy about it. It's so different.
We've got AJ fenders there. Do all your roadworks. They're stood on the side of the Trent. But we also know a fender maker, don't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
On the
Idle Tug Company. So, yeah. Nice to be back out on the water. Nice to be living the dream. We'll see you a little bit later on.
Here we are in Sawley Lock. Thank you, as always, to the volunteer lock keepers. Should be our last time through here this year. It is definitely a bit blustery. We'll be very happy once we do this last little bit back to Shardlow and are safely back on the Trent and Mersey Canal. Weren't sure we were going to make it today because Derwentmouth Lock was closed yesterday because there was low water levels in Shardlow. But that's resolved at the moment and open again, so all's good. You can see the way the flag's blowing, but it is windy. But like I say, it's only a short distance from the Trent into Derwentmouth Lock, and then that's us done on rivers. We've got one tiny bit of the Trent at Aulus, and then that'll be us done on the rivers for this year, safely on the canals for the winter months. There we go, just gone under the M1. It's a bit breezy here on the Trent today, isn't it?
Well, we're going a little bit faster.
We are almost at Derwentmouth Lock. Yeah, a little bit breezy, but it's been okay.
I'm watching the swan, sorry.
There was a boat coming into Sawley Lock as we were coming out, and they did get blown and sideways across the canal when they were trying to get into the lock. But yeah, we're nearly there. Here we are, our last trip on the Trent
Are you right?
this season. Once we get off in August shortly, that's it, canals for the winter. But this will be one of the first trips we do next season, heading over to Cranfleet in May for Paul Barber to inspect our bottom again.
I thought we were trading.
And trading at Cranfleet middle weekend of May next year.
I hadn't traded in the head. I'd forgotten about going back for more.
Have our bottom looked at again.
Really? Have you got them looked at again?
So yeah, hopefully good winter on the canals around Birmingham.
No rude connotations in this video.
And then come back and see these swans again next spring, which they will probably be nesting under the big bridge next to the lock.
They'll be probably fully fledged by then.
Yeah, 'cause they do tend to nest under the bridge by the lock here, so something to look forward to next year. It's been one of those days where we haven't got very far very fast. I think we left Paul Barber's at about 8:30 this morning, and we've not done 10 miles yet today, and now it's nearly 6 o'clock. It's been a nice day though. Like we said earlier, there was school children on the lock at Trent Lock, so that slowed us down because we waited for them to arrive so they could see a boat go through the lock. Then we stopped to see a friend of ours, Sue in Shardlow, had a cuppa with her and Mark. Then we stopped to see a new customer with cleaning products, Then we stopped because it was raining, and now we're a mile or so away from Swarkston Lock. We're hoping to get to Stenson tonight, and there was a blockage we could see ahead of us on the canal, which we thought was a tree down, but now we've walked up to it and Paul's got the rope hook there. It's a huge clump of reed. It's obviously broken free from somewhere, so using our new boat hook to move the reed out of the way, and then we can carry on. So we were going to stop at Swarkston Lock tonight, but there is a stoppage on Stenson Lock tomorrow. So if daylight allows, we're going to carry on.
If we don't have liquid.
Yeah, we're going to carry on and try and get through Stenson before it gets dark. So there's not a problem if the stoppage doesn't go to plan and ends up taking longer than CRT have said it will, because then we need to be at Burton Marina for Thursday, and it's Tuesday today, so we don't want to get stuck behind a broken lock if they can't mend it how they hope they can. There we go, one of those days. Morning, we're a bit blurry-eyed this morning, aren't we?
We wouldn't normally do this.
It's only just gone 7 o'clock and we're on the move. I think it's probably only the 3rd time in our boating life we've done that early.
And we only do it for good reasons.
So our plan this week had been a nice slow 3 days.
You're so funny, Tash.
From Paul Barber's yard at Long Eaton back up to Burton Marina from Tuesday until Thursday. So we stopped, as you saw, at Trent Lock yesterday, filled with fuel and water. Spent a bit longer there than planned, so the children could see us going through the lock. Paul gave them a quick lock lesson. Onto the river, across to Shardlow, all was good. Got to Shardlow, had a cuppa with our friend, all was good.
That was brilliant.
Really nice to catch up with Sue and Mark. And then onwards we went. Then had a phone, we had a phone call at, when we were at Trent Lock. So I'm now going to do a quick visit down to Bournemouth today as part of my nurse consultancy business. So that meant our 3 days became a bit shorter because we wanted to get through as much as we could with both of us on board to make it easier and Paul not doing too much on his own. So we thought we'll just keep going yesterday, see how far we get. And then we were thinking we'll get to Swarkston.
Sold some cleaning products, we stopped again.
So yeah, then we stopped again. New customer Ella, thank you for your custom. Bought some cleaning products. Carried on, then had to stop again because there was what looked like a tree coming towards us under a bridge just outside Shardlow. Turned out, thankfully, it was just a huge clump of reed. So, as you've just seen, leave that.
Are getting worse.
Then there was a message from Emily, Coddy Womble Cape Boat, friend of ours, and an email from CRT saying there's going to be a stoppage at Stenson Lock at 8 o'clock this morning because they need to repair a ground paddle. So we were hoping to get through Stenson Lock last night, but unfortunately we lost the daylight. Got to get used to these shorter days now.
We helped somebody down who'd already started filling the lock.
Yes, so a gentleman coming down to Swarkston when we got there, so we helped him down.
And it's a bit of a slow filling lock because it's very large.
So by the time we got through there it was pretty dark, so we stopped at Swarkston. So now we're just doing as quick a dash as we can on the canals from Swarkston to Stenson to hopefully get there before CRT start their repairs at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to go and rescue the toast that's probably burning under the grill now.
Go and rescue me breakfast.
And we'll let you know how we get on. We made it to Stenson Lock pretty much bang on 8 o'clock. There was a holiday boat just coming down, so it was really good timing. We could come straight into the lock just as we've started filling it. CRT have started to arrive to do their repairs. So thankfully we're just making it through before they start working on it. And then Paul's going to cycle back to Long Eaton to get the van so I can then go down to Bournemouth for my day's nurse consultancy.
So there you go, another week, another Trent visit.
Can't believe where the year's gone and we're now getting ready for another winter.
Don't tell them when it is. Anyway, it's always the wrong side, isn't it? But hey, there's another story in that one too.
So we look forward to seeing you next week. Winter preparations.
Some more locks. And I didn't close, well, I did close them so like somebody could go upwards, but a lot of them.
So yeah, if there's anything you want us to cover over the winter months in and around the Birmingham area, let us know and we'll do our best to do it.
Visit them, touch them, try them, and advise on them. There you go. There's a rhyming bit in that.
Yes, sir.
A touch, a sup. No, I can't remember. Anyway.
Thank you to all our new subscribers. We really appreciate your support.
Hi, new subscribers.
And we'll see you next week.
Push that button, ring the bell. It's free to the world, you and me. And Tash.
Bye.
Bye. Next week.